Hey guys, welcome back to Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Commander Cock, and so today a surprise video to me.
That's right. I got to pick this time. So today we're going to be talking about Spock. Where is Spock going? Why is he going there? Because he was booking it for somewhere. He's obviously stopped off somewhere. Where was he going? And, well, why? I mean, Red Angels, but why?
Or was he?
Yes. Did he even escape the mental institution? Is he still there? Did Section 31 have some kind of weird, nefarious plans?
Because we got a curveball. Giorgio was on his shuttle that she found abandoned, and yet she was still travelling on his route. Where was he?
It makes an interesting point too, because in the one episode 2 ago, the one where Saru was dying and they ran into that big thing, that big blob, you made a point of showing the route of the shuttle. It was headed towards like galaxy center. Whether that's an actual literal representation of where it was going or just a cool graphic, we're not sure.
Well, we know Discovery's track records on display graphics.
It's true.
They don't have necessarily the best proofreading or watching or checking.
Apparently some are Easter eggs. So that could have been an Easter egg referring to The Last Jedi or The Force Awakens.
You know, it's funny. In Temporal Anomaly, there is one mistake that I didn't see literally the entire time. That one of the backgrounds I was given by someone, it still said Enterprise. It should be Galaxy, and I was like, yeah, that's a mistake. I didn't call it as an Easter egg. I just didn't see it ever. So some mistakes are actually mistakes, guys.
But they have a team. You had you.
It's true. Hey, you didn't notice it. I mean, no one noticed it. They watched it except one guy out of 130,000 people. Anyway, let's backtrack then, Stuart.
Okay.
So Spock left the Enterprise a while ago. Turns out he actually went to the mental asylum, took himself in, and he killed some people. Do you think he actually got out? Do you think those clips which are on the trailers are actually what happened, or is that she's already still in the asylum and gets done and gets, because otherwise they've always shown us exactly what happened, or is that a red herring to the future?
I think it's a little bit of a red herring. I think the whole scene of him giving the Vulcan neck pinch to that doctor is probably what's coming up. I mean, I'm sure they're going to find him in an altered state of some sort, and they'll take him to the doctors, and they'll do some scans, and he'll pop out of it or something, and not know where he is, and
okay,
and then eventually end up back on Discovery with the whole "Are you smiling, Spock?" Yes. So I think. I think he might not be responsible for any escape he did make. It could have been done by Section 31 or something to cover something up, because they're obviously aware of the Red Angels as well, I'm sure. And it could be looking for ultimate power kind of thing. I don't know. Or it could just be that his mind was altered by the Red Angels, and he's been kind of flying on autopilot, literally and figuratively, this whole time. So it's hard to say how we're going to find him. I know that there's a scene coming up with Burnham on a planet, with an empty shuttle. I'm sure that's going to be them finding Spock, maybe. That's kind of my feeling on that. But I've kind of been... I said he'd show up by episode 5. We're now going into episode 6.
Yep.
You called episode 6.
Yep. Which is the Saru episodes. Will be at the very end or not. Probably not, I think. Which is fine.
Yeah.
Hey, good for them for restraint, because before the season we were very much like, oh, I hope it doesn't show. Oh, I hope it's not focused on him. It's like, oh no, it hasn't really been. It's been, it wasn't.
All the episodes have been bookended by the Spock storyline, which is nice.
But hasn't really developed anything much with that storyline. Like one little bit of information each episode, but not a lot.
Well, I like how they're keeping us in the dark, just like the characters are. It gives you a sense of going along for that ride, which is really well done.
It's funny you say that, but yet they did show us those teaser shots in the trailer. I kind of wish they didn't show us anything, because yes, you're right. We know the planet, we know the neck pinch, which I think literally is meant to just be that's how he escaped. But then they've spoiled a lot of things in terms of like reveal moments. Okay, yes, if you didn't watch the trailer, that's your fault you watched the trailer. But it's like, if you care about the show, you're going to watch the trailer, especially as it's such a controversial show. It's like, well, let's see what season 2 is meant to be. And seeing Spock neck pinch doctors, that told us he didn't kill them. So I'm guessing that maybe he neck pinched his way out, but then one of the doctors who was a Section 31 agent who was watching him then killed them as just walked back in and shot them, killed them dead. He escaped not realizing that they were killed, and then only knowing that he's being followed led to him jumping ship. He thought he was just leaving. Okay, maybe a bit of trouble, but there's a difference of trouble between I sort of ran away to I murdered 3 people. And then Section 31, what if they then doctored the shuttle signature? That was a ploy to get Discovery and Giorgio. So I feel like that was all instigated to get Tyler on board, because if it was, I mean, you could just put him on the ship, but then you ask why. They created a reason why that no one disputed. So if they hijacked the warp trail, putting their own shuttle there, he did his own thing, they tracked that, found her, and obviously it was on autopilot. When they knew Discovery was getting close, they just beamed Georgie over. The other ship was right there. They could just do that.
That's amazingly interesting because, as I said, that one scene in the trailer where we see Burnham on the planet with an empty shuttle, it's almost like she beamed down, found this empty shuttle, which is Spock's, checked it out, and then finds him somewhere else. But it could be that they did that. They actually duplicated the signal's warp signature, just so that they would kind of lead the Discovery on a wild goose chase while they bought time for their own plans for Spock, whatever those may be.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with Section 31, they're so covert that that's exactly the kind of thing that they would do.
Although, to be fair, the DS9 ones are. This is a different Section 31.
Seems to be, yeah.
And so we can't give them the same exact repertoire that the other guys did.
True.
But certainly, and it would be fun if, the ends justify the means. That's always the thing of Section 31. So letting Spock go do the thing that he's trying to do could be the best interest of the galaxy, but not for him / for the short term. Maybe they know way more than they're revealing, and it's all this bigger, like, he needs to get there, what do you think about that?
I wouldn't put it past them, to be honest. Like I said, I know that the Deep Space Nine ones are the really covert, secretive ones, but they still have an agenda. I think they're being way more transparent about being in the open than they're actually letting on. I think there's actually a lot more going on behind the scenes, and their openness to everybody is just a cover. Yeah, so I don't know what Spock's purpose is. I know that he's dealt with these Red Angels since he was a kid, and this spurred on his action. Now, did he leave Enterprise to go to the mental institution, or did he leave Enterprise, do something else, then decide to turn himself in, or did he not actually turn himself in but was coerced or something by Section 31 or something else? I mean, it just seems odd. Like, I'm not feeling great today, I'm going to go turn myself into a mental institution. Like, seriously?
That's really interesting, actually. Because, who's to say that he even... what was the thing that made him go from A to B, that put himself in that institution? Maybe he found what he was looking for really early on, and that made him go crazy. And it took him several days, weeks, months to get over it.
Or he found what he was looking for, and it's so important to Section 31 that they made sure that he ended up in a mental institution so he couldn't act on what he had found out. And he then escaped to carry out this important thing that he was doing, and Section 31 was like, shit, we need to cover this up, make him look bad, because we don't want whatever happening
to discredit him.
Exactly. So let's kill these doctors,
who'd also know all about it, what he was saying as well. That's cleaning up the evidence.
Exactly, because he could have told them exactly what was going on, and the doctors were going to act on that, or the doctors helped him escape. I mean, it opens up a whole new can of worms.
That's brilliant. And that means that the Tyler character is actually there to deal with Spock down the line. And then imagine a Spock-Tyler fight. Okay, a fight is a weird way of saying it, but you know what I mean? That could be a fun little, So I think we're always kind of assuming Section 31 has something net positive to do with it. But yeah, what if he's going against their plans? Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Lots
am I
of possibilities.
crazy?
You are, but
Yes,
continue
thank you.
anyway.
I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty positive, like 95%, that they did call out that the Talosians were involved somewhere, included this year.
See, I've heard that, but I've only heard it secondhand. I
Right.
don't know the source, but
I believe it was Alex Kurtzman a while ago, just sort of offhand. Oh yeah, the Talosians are in it. So lots of little Cage connections. So do you think maybe they warned Spock because they've got this mental power?
or could it be that at the end of season 2, Pike just wakes up in his bed on Enterprise, and all season 2 was an illusion by the Talosians,
And season 1 and all Discovery. What? No, sorry, continue.
for some reason. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, just replay. You just refill the second half of Cage because it's like, we got bored.
it's like can the Talosians also see the future with their mind control abilities? Do they know that they need to be involved,
or just sense the power of the Red Angels? They're just tuned in psychically. Their powers, their limitations are a bit unknown. But if they just sensed them like Spock, and because Spock is now connected to them, that awakened more of his mental powers, which then got him connected to V'Ger, because V'Ger was sending out stuff and he could then reach it like the Talosians reached him, and it.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I think we've opened up more questions than answers talking about this, as we tend to do.
And you know what the annoying yet brilliant thing is?
They won't use any of them.
Well, yes, obviously. But the ideas of linking to Cage and to like weird Spock and Talosians, it's all conceptually very interesting, and you could do some tremendously canon-filled, original timeline, nice, cool, snazzy things. You really could. But that really involves. I mean, within a few minutes, we really devious the Section 31 plot, something very interesting, and you need some really cool, deeper levels of plot and intrigue for them to be worth being in their show. Like it should all be a reveal to a reveal to a reveal to a spit. That should all be the point. But I don't feel like they've thought it this far ahead or this deeply, because they had an okay idea they sort of did enough arc for, but already I think we've got more interesting possibilities.
Yeah.
They're all canonically linked. That's all very specific. They're all part of it.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? Where do you think Spock's going? Do you think Section 31 is involved? Do you think Spock actually killed these doctors? Because I think that's a hard thing to reconcile, considering what happens to his career afterwards. So,
well, no. But we've seen how the only mutineer of the Federation didn't stay in jail and went back to being third-ish command on the Federation's only Spore Drive special ship that then was given the special mission to be. So they don't give a shit. You kill 1 billion people in the war. You do all this crap. It's fine. It's fine. And just like Kirk saved the planet, she didn't let Giorgio blow up Kronos. It's just the same thing as saving all the Federation and getting her command back. It's that. Yep.
And on that note, guys, put your comments down below. What do you think? We always look forward to reading them. And don't forget to check out our social media links. We got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got Discord, we got a bunch of cool stuff. Facebook community is really awesome to have discussions like this. So please come and join the chat and the conversation, and click all the links down below. Lots of ways to help us out.
Like,
and of course,
what sort of links though, Stuart? What are the best links down below? Because we always say sort of
one of the
links.
best ones. One of the best ones is the Teespring store. You can get some really cool Trekyards merchandise, and there's always more coming up, more on the way. I got great plans for some cool stuff, and we've had a lot of fun doing that. So click those links. There's other links that Sammy's going to tell you about in just a second, but before you do that, you have to click subscribe, you have to click like, and you have to click the notification icon. I'll use my Vulcan mind meld technique on you.
But you should things. And then after you've done all that twice on every video, well, I guess twice would be 3 times, so you actually do make sure you click in. Go back and visit our Patreon. Go to Trekyards.com. Click the donate button. join our live. We schedule lives like 4 or 5 hours in advance. Check in every other day to see. We normally do on Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday and sometimes Sunday. And tune in and join the community because we have a really amazing community. The Trekyards community is something I think special, and I'm really proud of who and what we've got as part of this community. So join in, have some fun, and support us if you can. Financially, it does make a big difference.
Yes.
It's all fun, it's all games. And until next time, because we love doing our pretty much daily videos because we're crazy, I am Commander Coggins.
And I'm Captain Foley.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.